beautiful.
Superb.
So I'm with Nick down the flying field. We've got something interesting 3D printed that Nick has just put together because Norman from 3DBlackBox contacted me, and he was the original designer of the Helix, which is available through Eclipson. And he's come up with his own and the next version of that, which you could call the Helix version 2, but he's calling the DNA, which you've put together, Nick, and you have found has got some amazing improvements compared to the Helix, which you put together previously. Yeah
Indeed. I mean, so the Helix, anyone that's sort of a fan of the channel will know this is probably my most flown and most loved model. This thing just comes out, whether it's windy, whether it's calm, it's just a great little machine to fly. So we jumped at the chance when we got to print the new one off, but there's some huge improvements. I mean, most notably the first big improvement is space. So if we open both of the canopies up, and you'll see in the original Helix a very slender sort of cockpit area, and I mean, I've obviously fly mine FPV, so it's not too bad. But by the time you've got a camera in there, and then the VTX, and then flight controller, GPS module,
be tight.
Yeah, it starts to get quite tight quite fast. The new one, the space is huge, and there's some really clever designs in it. So the camera mount that slots up into the front, and this is the camera mount for a DJI O4, so it supports the newer model cameras as well, but it just clicks in, so you can just slide it along here and it just goes across that line there.
Can you tilt it over a little bit?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just see, so it just slides, literally just slides in and then clicks into place.
Right, nice. What else?
And then it's fixed in there. We also have, while we've got the canopy open, down the back here we've got a mount with the flight controller and for the GPS, and again that clicks on, so you're utilising this bit of what we would call dead space in the model, because we can't normally get in here, by having it there. And all we need to do that is to just slide that carbon spar out, and once we have the carbon spar out, we can obviously just click it in, take it in and out. Not only is it really good to be able to service the actual model, but it's, as I say, it's utilising that space. Normally we've got to have it all up this end, now we can have it down that end,
right,
which obviously is normally dead area for us, and it just keeps everything back and out of the way. Let's go to, I'll put this canopy back on. So canopy, lovely big wide canopy on it. I mean, I actually sent Dom a picture of it with a 6S 3300 slapped in it, and it still fit. We wouldn't fly it on that.
That's a 6S 24, I think.
24 LIHV,
and it's the high voltage ones from Hobby King, which is
and the model sold as a 4S. So
yeah, we're not doing that. We're going 6S.
We go full power first end, so it should be good. Give it a little look at the nose, obviously up where our camera's sitting. We haven't drilled our holes yet for our FPV gear, because obviously we haven't got the FPV gear in yet.
Yeah.
So if we come around to the back, around at the back here, you'll see we've got our 6S motor. So we have opted for the same as what we're using on the Interceptor.
What kV is that?
And it is a 1950 kV.
Okay, 2207. Yeah. Version 3.
And running on a standard 5x3.5, I think it is, drone prop.
And we've got two of those on our Interceptor version 2, haven't we? They are nice motors, so sticking with that.
Yeah, same thing.
And what else underneath?
The mount on now for the motor, so with the Helix, was
glued in
and fixed in, and you could have two versions on the Helix. You could have the motor sunken or hanging off the back.
Yeah.
We started with ours sunken, but on 4S we managed to melt it. So
melted the mount, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah.
To stop it melting again. I will state on this, according to the plans, this should be printed in ABS. I don't have ABS, and I don't print in ABS. Mine is in PETG. So if it does let go, that's on me.
Not on a day like today. I mean, your ABS is more heat resistant, but it's freezing today, so that is not going to.
Yeah, it's about 0.5 degree,
yeah.
So it's pretty warm. And then this feature, I think, is probably one of the best features on the model. So on the actual wingtips, these print, so you've got your normal wingtip section. This is just two parts to print the main wing. And then on the inside here we've got a PLA, like a mount, I suppose it fits on the side, and then 2 PETG clips. And when we pop these PETG clips like that, we can then just twiddle our wing. Might be a little stiff. So, and then you can see on there, so servo mounts into the thing, and these servo wires are just screwed in, so like a separate plug, and the extension lead's glued into that.
Yeah,
And
so
then
it's
that
quick
obviously runs
quick
through.
connect.
So a nice quick connect on
Nice.
there. 8mm carbon spar, 9-gram servos, and the real beauty, as I say, is whilst the model is small, it's only, I think it's an 800 wing, so whilst that model is small, the ability to remove the wings is not really a transport thing, or not for me anyway.
No.
The ability to remove the wings, if we hit the wing, then we can reprint it.
Yeah.
So unlike with the Helix, if we snap across here on this, that's the airframe done, and we've got to have another airframe again. With this one, we can just obviously just reprint that wing, and we don't have an issue.
All right. So all balanced with that 6S 2400
Seems to
pack.
be. Slightly falling to the nose.
Let's
Yeah.
let's give it a maiden flight.
Yeah, I think it's your turn to take the controls and have a fly.
All right. I'll let you film. All right. Here we go. All right. All ready to go.
Yep.
All right. We've checked everything. Up, down, left and right. Power. Bit of power. Hold on. Hold on to it. That wasn't even full power. Okay, wind, a little bit of wind is going to help us for the launch. Simon's going to film the launch for us.
I'll try and get myself around so that side's got a good view and that you can see.
Okay, here we go.
Looks like it needs some up.
A bit closer this time.
I can't even follow it.
That sounds good.
Oh, beautiful.
Superb. That is going to be a lot of fun, FPV. You'll definitely get the adrenaline flowing, that's for sure. So, here's the interesting thing. If I show you on the throw, so you got 2mm up, which we found really handy for launching slow speed. But that is the throw, and I reckon I need half that.
Okay.
So 50% on all the rates, because we don't even need the medium and high rates. But yeah, it looks really good. Your scheme really good as well, helped with visibility. So thanks for that, Nick.
New vinyl
Fantastic,
cutter
and it
for
flies
Christmas.
like a bullet. Really, really like a knife through butter. So just brilliant. Well done, Norman. Great design, great evolution of the Helix. So if anybody wants one of these, it's a great. You know, back in the day we used to fly fun jets and stuff like that. This is just the modern version of that, but a lot lighter because it's not foam, just really thin, 3D printed. And if you haven't 3D printed before, you've got an excuse now, because this is really easy to put together. The link for this is in the video description and the pinned comment. Thanks to Nick for all his hard work on this. Be back soon on Essential RC. Bye.
Nice.
There you go. Brilliant. Oh, you've got to have a go now, man.
Superb.